in Monza! Carlos Sainz, the winner of the Singapore Grand Prix!
La vittoria più importante è quella che devo ancora conseguire. Bisogna prima soddisfare, poi chiedere i propri.
The Ferrari SF-24 was launched in front of a small audience of guests today, while the rest of the world watched online. It is the 70th car the company has built to take part in the Formula One World Championship. Attending the presentation at the Fiorano track were President John Elkann, CEO Benedetto Vigna and Vice President Piero Ferrari, along with representatives of the partners, as well as team members, starting with Team Principal Fred Vasseur and the drivers Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz. The busiest season ever, with no fewer than 24 races, gets underway next week in Bahrain with the only pre-season 3-day test session, followed by the first Grand Prix at the same venue, on Saturday the 2nd of March. The SF-24 is the third car of the new Formula One ground effect generation, but it breaks with the tradition of the past 2 years, starting with the look of it. The design group, led by Enrico Cardile, aimed to give Charles and Carlos a car that is easy to drive and that reacts predictably, with as a starting point, the positive feeling the drivers had in the cockpit over the final few races of last season. The goal is to allow them to make the most of the power unit's potential, combined with their undoubted skill behind the wheel. At first glance, the car is aesthetically very different to its predecessors, and this also goes for the livery. Following a positive reception in Las Vegas last November, white makes its return together with yellow, always Ferrari's second color dash, an evident link with Modena but also a nod to the Maranello Marque's other main racing activity apart from Formula One, namely the World Endurance Championship. As was the case last year, the SF-24 and the WEC 499P share the same shade of red, again this year with a matte finish on the Formula One car. It's not the first time that a Ferrari Formula One car has featured yellow, although the yellow longitudinal stripes have not been seen since 1968, while this year, for the very first time, it's paired with white. There is therefore less black on the car than in previous years, now restricted to the floor, the barge boards, part of the halo and other small areas. The wheels are red with a double white and yellow stripe, these colors also featuring on the race numbers, 16 and 55, which continue to use the Maranello Marque's official font, Ferrari Sans, this time in italics. The SF-24 will run on track for the first time for filming, photographic, marketing and communications purposes, but of course these first few kilometers give the team a chance to carry out a shakedown and allow the drivers to get an initial idea of how the car behaves on track, having assessed it on the simulator in recent weeks.